Welcome to Siberia. I'm back in Siberia. That's good. I want to call this place home, but it's not home by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, the reason I come here is because it offers nothing like home. It is the anti-home. And by coming here, I am reminded of the value of home. Okay, now it's time to set up tent, get ready for the night. Sounds so dramatic. There's the bike. And here comes the train. Okay, see ya. Okay, the sun's just going down behind the Siberia ruins. The bike is parked for the night. Got the gear all unloaded. I want to show you where I usually camp. Just over here behind this creosote bush. Creosote bushes are very interesting. They can live a long time. And usually I put the tent right here. And just last time I was here, I found this just not too distant from the desert. And this is where I always sit, right here. So I thought I'd use that as a stove thingy. I really don't want to make this into a camp, but it might serve a useful purpose. Maybe I'll set this up here. Hopefully it won't fall over for just a bit. Maybe I can thumb some up. Setting up of the tent. It's an easy process. You don't have to set up much because it never rains out here. Very rarely. So I don't need to put on the rain fly thingy. So I'll go ahead and open this, get my tent stakes out. I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lay out the tent. Coming here so routinely now that it's becoming a bit of a routine. That makes sense. I pick out the big rocks every time I come, little by little. Now I do this deliberately. I put it here so that I can hide behind this creosote bush if the wind comes, which it will, and maybe not tonight, but one of these nights it certainly will. And when it comes, boy does it howl. It kicks up a lot of dust. This is my 2-man tent from REI. I really like it. It's really easy to set up. And little 2-man dome. And then I'm going to buy a 1-man tent when I start backpacking this late fall and into the winter, so that it'll be a little lighter weight. This is kind of big to be carrying around on a backpack. It's really easy to set up. Put that in there. Whoop. That there. This one in here, I burned the crap out of my legs earlier on the bike. I leaned against the bike while I was spinning it around, and my leg went against the exhaust pipe. This is gonna be painful for a while. Okay, and then this simply goes in. This goes into the gozauta, and this one goes here. Like zip. Nope. Like this. There we go. And now I got it in there. Now I just pick it up. One. Two. Which I'm really glad that it's an easy tent to put up, because it's, you know, in the autumn I'll be arriving here at night, and so I have to set it up in the dark. I'll have my headlamp then, which will be a big handy thing. That is there. Goes there. Goes there. You can have this all set up in really in minutes. Got a middle thing here that goes up like that, and then two end pieces, one like that, and then one like that. And there you go. I see there's some dirt inside. I'll get the dirt out with a degree, and I can lay it up. See if there's any more rocks. And look, let me check to see if there's any glass too. There is some glass in this area. Piece of wire. I think I cleaned out most of the glass the last time I was here. Okay. Put this like this, kind of close to the creosote bush, so if the desert wind comes up from behind, I'll have it like that. You know, this belongs probably better out over right about there. Go ahead and pound these in. I got my little axe thingy. Way too overkill to be carrying around on a bike, but I don't have anything better. I'll probably try to find something better. Well, it was really good for doing this. I could do it with a rock if I had to. And I have. It's a bummer when you hit a rock. Sometimes you can pound past them. Like I did this one. There we go. One. Woo! Man, I really feel the heat. Even though the sun's gone down now, that ride was a real dehydrating experience. And my body's really sucked. I'm really gonna need to hydrate. And then I realized after I got here, I was unloading the bike that I forgot to pack half my water. Seems to be a persistent problem, a reminder of my years in Japan. I always forget water. But a little more problematic out here. And if you think it's cool inside this tent because of the mesh, that's a nice thought, but it's not true. And it's not going to get, it's going to stay about around 100 degrees all night until past midnight. So, you know, 100 degrees in there at 11 p.m. It's not comfortable. So I usually leave these flaps open and let the wind blow through. Okay, there we go. That's all it takes. Oh, I put up a rope too. Yeah, usually I do that. Usually I tie off the, just in case that aforementioned wind comes up. I'll tie the tent to this creosote bush. I mean, that wind can really howl, and I'd prefer to not have the tent blow away. Preferably not with me in it either. And this is where I wish that I had paid attention in Boy Scouts. I have no idea how to tie a knot, so yeah, one knot's enough. As for being prepared, time to end the video. Thanks for watching. All right, all it took was about 20 minutes to have camp all set up, ready for the night. The train going by, nice slow one, working its way up the Mojave grade. So I'll show you what I've got with my tent, my camp here. So here's my tent. I should open up that other side to let the air blow through nicely. Now I won't be sleeping in that bag tonight, I'll just be sleeping on top of it, as hot as it is. All my stuff's inside, the tent's nicely secured, behind the creosote bush in case the wind comes up. Bike's over there. And though I'm against having seats in the, I'm kind of against comfort. I do have a nice standy bit right in front of the little campfire thing that I've got. Not a campfire, I don't have fires either, typically. But I found this piece of wood out there with that grating on it last time I was out. So got that set up for my camp thing. My lights there. Got some adult beverages, some water, and my adventure hat. All ready to go. And I'm probably gonna try to do some night hiking tonight. So I'm gonna have some dinner, and then wander out. The idea being that I can head out and find my way back, because when it's dark I can't find anything. There's no landmarks, there's no lights or anything like that. But that crossing over there where the trains go through, right over there, you can see it over this shoulder, that's where the trains go. They honk their horn 4 times as they go through there. So if I get lost, I can just use that as a reference point and find my way back. So turn the camera off and have some dinner. Talk to you later. Trail through Siberia. Such a futile thing. I want to say like our lives, but that sounds so corny. But kind of it is. I mean, I know this trail peters out over there, and comes along here, these stones, and goes up there, and then it'll peter out up there, past the railroad tracks. This represents the effort that someone made, had some meaning and purpose in its time, but in the big scheme of things out here, it hardly has any meaning. That's kind of the way I kind of see the universe, you know. That's why I've come out here, you know, like all this. And then there's the effort of my life, which is the creation of something in the midst of it all that will have some utility and purpose for a while, but eventually will evaporate away, just like everything in our lives. And that's okay. Just because that's the way it is, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. For me, it doesn't make me down. My nihilism doesn't make me depressed. It makes me want to live. It makes me want to make the best of what little time I've got left. I'll stay here overnight, and then I'll do some lollygagging around here in the day until it gets too hot. And then I'm going to go home. I'm going to embrace my wife and kiss my daughter and go to work and earnestly do my job and look at my coworkers in the eye and with sincerity, listen to what they're saying, and it's all because of this. It's all because of this emptiness out here that prompts me to do it. Those little lights in the distance, the railroad has its little bits, but otherwise it's just all empty out here. Just like so much of the universe. I know. I'm getting to be like a broken record with this, but still, it's my little record, and this is meaningful to me. So I'll just follow this trail that goes nowhere for a while. Alright, this is a little night hike. Just a short reconnoiter up to the railroad. I want to investigate the red light that I see right over there. I think it's at the crossing, at the East Siberia crossing. There's another red light down there that's at another crossing that I don't know anything about. I've got my little headlamp on. Be on the lookout for snakes. There's the railroad sheds. So how dark it is when I turn it off. It's pretty dark. I've got my bigger light too, if I want to illuminate anything out there. There's the ruins of Siberia right there, you can see. Right there. The light that I've got on my head is attracting lots of flying insects buzzing all around my head, landing on my bare skin. What happens if I shine it this way? It's going to just blast you guys with light. Yeah, let's see. Hey, see me? No. I'll turn it back on when I get closer. Okay, the camera's back on within minutes. Boy, I'll tell you, There's no lonely feeling quite like this. Is it lonely? Is that the right word? No, lonely is not the word. Scared? Yeah, that's probably closer to it. You know, it's one thing to, it took me a while when I first came out here to the desert. First time I came to Siberia, I came in my daughter's car. It was my car then. And I was so scared when I got here, I just sat inside the car with the doors locked. I didn't want to get out. And I've come here, it's probably been 5 or 6 times now. And I'm to the point now that I have no problem at all around my little camp. It's not scary at all anymore. But walking around out here, like, you know, I can find my way back, I think. And like, what the hell might be out here? Well, you know, in fact, the only animals out here should be, biggest animal out here should be coyotes, fox, and jackrabbit. There's no mountain lions. Of course, there's no bear. Where's that light? Is that it way the hell over there? Oh, I thought it was right here. Okay, there's a railroad structure here. Something bit my back. So there's the railroad thingy-majiggy. Pole right there. I thought I saw the light coming from up here. Well, one way to find out would be to turn my light off, huh? Let's do that. Okay, where's that red light? I want to run back to the tent and enjoy the safety of my plastic mesh. Hey, whatever. I want to pretend to be brave. I say, hey, whatever's out here, come get me. And I say it in a low voice. Because I really am scared. I know it's irrational. But we, in our evolution, it was good for, gosh, I just got this feeling like, you know, it's the story would be, we found his footsteps leading away from the bike towards the crossing. And his footsteps disappeared into the desert, and that's the last we ever saw him. Good gosh, my skin's literally crawling. It's so funny because they've got a stop sign. This is not a road anybody would go. This is just beyond. This is just an empty desert. I mean, the road turns to the left and goes along the tracks. Good gosh, I want to run back to the tent. Okay. Pavement all of a sudden. West Siberia and West Siberia. Well, there's no light up here. Clearly. There's this. Turn the light on. There's this structure for the signal. This is the crossing that the trains hoot their horn 4 times for. Toot, 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 toot. Oh God, I'm expecting to see eyes out there looking back at me. And I got nothing. I can beat something over the head with my camera. And I thought that's where I saw that. I found those bones and that grave. And I'm actually planning this winter to go out, hike out there 5 miles into the wilderness and spend the night out there. It's not the fact of the wilderness. It's the fact of being exposed and open. I'm not wearing a shirt. I haven't got anything to protect myself. It's just all alone. I thought I was over that. Clearly that's not the case. And clearly there's no light at all marking Siberia. That's the light I saw up there. I have no idea where it's coming from. There's another red light over there. No idea. Okay, well, I'm going to make my way back. This is enough of this. Okay, take care. I just had a real creepy thought. Literally, the skin again is crawling on the back of my head. I made my way closer over to the ruins. There's the ruins of that one building here in Siberia. And I look over here where I know my tent is. I think you can see that's the bush. My tent is behind that. And I had this scary thought that I look over there and I see some figure scuttling away from my tent. Ooh, some chills up and down my spine. Good gosh. Mine can play tricks. There's another, I just found this has been useful on hopping around in the night. I just discovered the remains of a foundation right there that I didn't know was there. And I did know this one was here, but I'd forgotten about it. There's another foundation right over there. So I'm starting to triangulate and get a better feel for the buildings that were once here. And here, I didn't even know these were here. Seeing things at night is really opening things up, focusing on what's in my little floodlights here. So I turn the main light off and just walk with my headlamp. I'm trying to look forward, keep an eye out for snakes. Hope I can find one. That'd be pretty cool. These are all, it's all like concrete. So buildings were here. Check this one out over here. So far, no spooks. I wonder how long my luck will last. But the spooks I just make, they're all in my head. Again, cliche. What a vast and complicated thing, the human brain. Invents gods, it spooks. There's a little beetle. Things are coming out and moving around at night. Get an infrared light to pick out the scorpions. Gods and spooks and purpose. All fanciful inventions. But at least the purpose can be real as long as you're alive. Okay. So I didn't even bother to go back to the tent or the bike. Just went through the ruins. Had a spooky moment when I was looking in the, what I think is the old sewer in the big pit underground. I should have turned the camera on. I was reaching my head, or digging my head down under to have a look. Expected something to be looking back at me. Same theme. I'm going to walk down to the end of the road here. I don't want to. I'm going to. One day I'm going to be, maybe, I'm going to be sitting in hospital. Maybe. My body's going to be giving up. I'm going to be sucking in my last few breaths, struggling to get the air in. My body fails. And probably not at that moment, but in the moments, days leading up to that, weeks perhaps, my body becomes immobilized or at least bedridden. I'm really, really going to wish I'd walked to the end of this road. I'll lay there in that bed, safe and not safe, death upon me, but safe in the, I want to say secular sense. I think that's right. Safe in the secular sense, in terms of nothing, safe with my fellows. That's an interesting concept. Let's step off the road. Oh, hot wind coming across the desert right now. Wind's picking up a little bit. Hot, picking up hot. I'm just sitting there. And I'm sorry if anybody's lost anybody that way. The reason I'm thinking about this, I lost somebody this way this week, actually. So, this may sound insensitive, but hopefully I'm just learning a lesson from his death. Sucking in. He died. This person in my life who died this week, his last words as he laid in bed dying of lung cancer at the age of 70, he literally suffocated to death because his lungs couldn't do it. His last words were he somehow managed to call his wife and tell her, croak across the phone. Sorry if I sound insensitive. But literally, that's what it is. He said, I can't breathe. I heard something. Or there should be nothing. My skin is crawling again. Why don't I wear a damn shirt? It's because it's hot. But still, my skin wouldn't crawl that way. Anyway, this person in my life who died this week, said, I can't breathe. Or something like that. In some way, I can't breathe, because he couldn't breathe. So he wouldn't come out so well. And his wife said, push the red button. And the next thing she heard was the sound of the flat line. And he was dead. And it's been on my mind a lot, because I know that he literally asphyxiated due to the fact that his lungs failed. And that secular security of the doctor's office, the hospital, that basically just kept him going. But still, it got him in the end. It's like it's going to get all of us. I hope for you and me that it's not anything so frighteningly terrible, scary as that. Hear the wind? Can you hear it? That same wind. He's gonna blow after we're gone. So, if you're gonna walk, you better do it tonight. Here it comes. Wind is really picking up now. Can you hear it? It's coming for us. No, it's not. I'm almost to the big rock. I'm almost to the end of the road, and I'll see the Siberia sign. Then I'm going to turn back. Maybe walk up the trail back to my tent. The contrived safety of my tent. I mean, the little plastic mesh that gives me that security. What a ridiculous thing. Just like the ridiculousness of distracting ourselves with all the distractions of the world, and then comforting ourselves with the imagined gods and heavens and afterlives that have absolutely no reason to believe. I have far more evidence for my nihilism than any reason to believe in any one god or another. The ants are still out. Look at that bravery that one ant. Go back in. Well, you're all out. What are you guys doing? The wind is really picking up now. I might have to go back and secure my tent a little better. There's Route 66 sign right there. Damn, it's scary out here, everybody. Route 66 Siberia. And here's Route 66. Not a car. Nobody rides on this damn thing, even though they repaved it. That wind, it's really coming. And it's coming to get us. We will be gotten. Let me turn this light off. We will be gotten. There's no mistake of that. It's just a little bit of time. And for me, I'm going to walk in the night. And in fact, I'm going to turn the light off and walk in the night in the dark. To heck with the snakes. And then when I'm laying on that bed, getting ready to croak my last, and I'm going to remember nights like this. Take care, everybody. Good night. Back to safety. It's a relative safety. Just like that one I've got in that place I call home. Same one you've got. relative safety. Relative is our mortality. As that wind is picking up. The gale is coming. But when it flickers out, it's more than its life can bear. And just be gone. Sorry for the melodrama. Sometimes I just can't help it. Good night.